The year's coming to an end, and now it's time to wrap it up by going over some of the best niche fragrance releases of the year 2022. Of course, there have been endless new releases. I haven't smelled all of them, so I'm gonna cover my top 9, it looks like, of the niche fragrances that I've smelled. I didn't want to do a top 10 just for the sake of doing a top 10. I pulled the ones that seemed the best to me. I counted them. I was like, there's 9. So there's 9, guys. There's not 10. We're not doing a nice round number. We're doing simply the ones that really, really stood out to me. And if you guys are new, welcome. My name is Yana. This is The Scented. We talk about all things fragrance. If you love fragrances, subscribe, stay with me, and let's get into the best niche releases of 2022. Now, this is in no particular order. The way that I did my designer list, which I'll link up here, that one was in order, and that one was a lot easier for me to do in order because they weren't really that many standouts and I had a clear order in my mind. These ones, they all offer something really complex, really outstanding. So yeah, no order here. We'll start with M.Micallef's Soleil Passion. This is a pomegranate scent. It's a beautiful summery scent. It was released a little bit late for the summer, but it does smell like a luxury getaway. Some people do report it going sour on their skin, so you do have to test this one out. It is a creamy, woody, kind of fruity scent. There is a strong woodiness to this. It can come off sharp, but if you don't overspray, it's okay. For me, when I oversprayed, there was a sharpness and I didn't like it. But if you keep your sprays minimal, spraying on clothing as well, it's just a really beautiful, creamy pomegranate note. Almost makes you think that there's coconut in here, like a coconut milk, but there isn't. It's just very creamy, luxurious, a little bit of muskiness in here as well, but really it's just like a woody, fruity scent. I would say if you like Erba Pura, you would like this. Kirke from Tiziana Terenzi. It's not the same type of fragrance, but I think if you like those, you will like this. I don't typically like the ones I just mentioned because they do have a strong sharpness in them. This one doesn't have this sharpness. This one is a much creamier take on that sort of kind of woody fruity thing going on. I do really like this one. I have to keep my sprays minimal. It is also incredibly strong, which adds a lot of value to this fragrance for people that are looking for a powerhouse. This is going to give you 12 hours, 10, 12 hours, no problem. And it projects like crazy. It is a very, very strong scent. So this one is the one I'm mentioning first. Maybe it is on last place for me. I guess it is. Of the best, it's the worst of the best. I'll put it that way. And I'll link any promo codes that I do have in the description. There are a few. The next one comes from Essential Parfums, and this is Fig Infusion. They use really quality ingredients and they have really attainable price points. So one of the best niche fragrances in that sense, that they do offer extremely high quality for a very attainable price point. And this is a creamy fig tea scent. I love this one for the summer. Again, very, very, very strong. Huge cloud from this one, and it actually would work in all seasons. I did enjoy this one a lot over the summer because to me, fig usually comes through a little bit more summery. There's sandalwood in here, but not a dilly sandalwood. A little bit citrusy as well. Very enjoyable, very likable. People that love fig definitely need to get their nose on this one. And I do have a promo code for this. Again, I can't remember my codes, so they will all have to be in the description. I think it gives you a free 15 ml or something with your purchase. So anyway, just have a little scroll down. A fragrance that really surprised me as to how much I enjoyed it is Ambre Chromatique from Maison Crivelli. This is like strange and wonderful. This is Incense Divana. It smells like almost a little bit of smoke as you're walking through a forest, and there's a benzoin in here. The whole fragrance concept is the search for benzoin through a forest. It's ambery, it's warm, a little bit smoky, comforting in the strangest way, and absolutely unisex. I think this would smell spectacular on men. I do like to wear this one myself quite a bit, and I like to wear it on like cooler, almost stormy, blizzardy type of days. It gives you this weird dark comfort. It's fascinating, really. You'll notice these fragrances are all over the place. There is no consistent theme here. There are some clean smelling ones, some fruity ones, some like smoky ambery ones like the one I just mentioned. And the next one is from Snif, and this is Tarte Deco. And this one is very, very easy to digest. Like, this is probably the easiest, the most likable, the least challenging of all. And this is really just a fun, playful cherry fragrance. I talked about it in my cherry fragrances, which I'll link up here. Snif is a clean fragrance brand. They are offering 25% off until January 15th. I'll do a full Snif review since you guys have asked to see that. This is my favorite, hands down, from the whole brand's offerings. This is number one for me and my second favorite cherry fragrance that I've ever smelled. It is really just a true tart, playful cherry, not childish at all. There are a bit of florals, there's a little bit of raspberry in here, a slight touch of rose, just a little bit, you hardly notice it, a nice creamy vanilla, a little bit of woodiness from vetiver, but really it's a cherry fragrance. Like, if you smell anything in this, you smell cherry instantly. It's just nice, soft, creamy, a little bit tart cherry. Very, very easy. If you're a cherry lover, you're on the hunt for a cherry fragrance. There's a lot of cherry and leather combos out there. If you're just not digging leather and you want a proper cherry fragrance, go for the Snif fragrance. You can actually sample it, and if you don't like it, just send it back and they don't charge you anything. But if you're not scared of leather and you embrace leather, then you're gonna love Folie d'une Soir from Gutal. I love the whole Gutal Pom Pom collection. I will link my review of all of them up here. This one is perfect for the winter, if I could get it open. It's a myrrh dominant scent. So really it's about myrrh. It's this rich, warm resin, very like sensual and complex, a little bit smoky. There's some rose in here. The dry down is mostly leather. The opening in the middle are gorgeous, absolutely stunning, and it does dry down to just a little bit of a sharper leather. I still enjoy it, but for me it's the opening in the middle that are just breathtaking. And it has the signature dryness that all of them have. They have this almost like a makeup powdery dryness, kind of just dancing in the background that just binds them all in that common kind of signature undertone. Really elegant, really actually feminine. Like, it is unisex, but easy for women to wear. Very, very easy. I do wear this one quite a lot in the winter especially, and it's my second favorite from the whole collection. Next is a clean musky scent. This is Muscabel from M.Micallef, a brand that I'm rediscovering lately and really loving some of their recent creations. I talked about Catalia in some of my previous videos, and that one is still my favorite. This one is my second favorite. Catalia smells like Rouge Trafalgar. Super quickly going to touch on it. It's not a 2022 release, so I'm leaving it out of this video. This is a 2022 release, and it smells like almost like a soft, like Egyptian musk. Very clean, very gentle, fluffy, like a cloud of musk. Like, perfect for when you just get out of the shower. Super strong, like the strongest that I've ever smelled. Okay, if you've ever smelled body musk, there's a oil perfumery dupe of it. It's from an Arabian brand that's abbreviated to ASAQ. Body musk and this, they smell extremely similar. There are other notes listed in here like pear, peach. I don't really smell them. I really just smell this beautiful fluffy musk, and it's one of my favorite musk scents of all time, especially the performance is out of this world. So yeah, the new stuff from them is like top notch. I'm really impressed with this brand. I'm excited to discover more. If you guys do want me to do a full review of M.Micallef, let me know, leave me a comment, and if there's enough interest, then maybe I'll do that. And now Memo Paris Madurai. This is stunning jasmine. This is mostly jasmine. It's almost aquatic. I talked about this in a recent video where I shared my recent most worn fragrances. I do reach for this one nonstop. It has almost an aquatic feel to it. There's some gentle spices, some florals as well beyond just the jasmine. Like, there's marigold in here, sandalwood, suede. It doesn't matter what the notes are. It smells like a semi-aquatic jasmine with gentle spices. It takes you on like a mystical journey. I love the way that they've done this embellishment here. It really speaks to what the scent is. This would be a perfect summer fragrance as well. I know that I'm going to be reaching almost exclusively for this in the summer. Right now, I wear it at home after the shower, just enjoying the scent bubble myself. But oh, what a stunner. Like, really, all of what I've smelled from Memo Paris, which really isn't that much. There's maybe I can count on one hand all of the ones I've smelled from them, but all of them have been incredibly outstanding. Also really love Flamme and French Leather. Those are amazing for me. Next is Mandola from Soradora. I love this brand as well. There are a couple that I really like from them, but this is my number one. This smells like cherry almond leather, very smooth, almost like a cookie. There's almost like a cookie biscuit vibe going on here. My man wears this one all the time. I notice it on him. I always compliment him whenever he wears, what does he call it? He calls it something funny like Mandalore. Like he completely butchers the name. It's really funny. Yeah, Mandalore. That's his thing. I know some of you guys are going to come and tell me there's no cherry note listed. It's actually listed on the description of the fragrance on their website. There's heliotrope in here. There is an undeniable cherry scent to this. So I'm not going to not tell you there's cherry in here. It smells straight up like rich, warm, dark cherry, leather, vanilla, a little bit of almondiness. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Very unisex, very sexy on men. I did include this one in my sexiest men's fragrances, which I'll link that video up here. That's my updated list. And probably my favorite release of the year, and one that I've been reaching for a ton, and now my man's trying to steal this one too, is Click Song from NUIT Nomad. Oh my goodness, the warmth, the richness of the amber. If you can hear my baby screaming in the background, yeah, they're playing. This is one of the best amber fragrances that I've ever smelled. This does remind me a little bit of Chanel Coromandel, but it's a completely different scent. It's just, if you like one, you will like the other. I do think this one is superior. It doesn't have that dirty, earthy patchouli dry down at all. This has elements of a leather vibe from that labdanum. It does have a really nice patchouli. It's a very warm scent, almost a little bit smoky and dusty in the best way. Like, it smells nostalgic. It's very, very cool, very complex. Every stage of this fragrance smells incredible. By far my favorite amber scent, I would say. So I think I've covered it all. Those are my favorite niche releases of the year. I would love to hear your favorite niche releases of this year, or any fragrance releases. If I haven't checked them out, I certainly will. I love discovering new scents. It's such a fun hobby, journey, adventure that we're all on. So yeah, leave me those comments. I'll check them out. And thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're having an amazing holiday season. I'll see you guys again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.